Hello and welcome to episode 41 of Fallen Dragons. I'm Mike, I'll be your DM for the night. I'm here with four of my players. I'll throw it over to them and let them tell you who they are and what they do. We'll start with Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin. I'm playing Kenna Hanvey. She's a tiefling and she's a multi-classed fighter and bard.
And then next to her, we'll go to Jinx.
I'm Will. I play the character Jinx. I'm a Batfolk barbarian. I like to color red. This I like warm walks on the beach, and I'm going to pass this over to LaFell.
Hello, I'm LaFell. I'm a half dragon, gold silver mix, fighter champion. And I keep these other three out of fights and trouble.
They try to anyway.
Ah!
Or at least you have up till now. So,
Says her.
and we'll go over to Korai from there.
Hi, I'm Korai. Korai is a drow cleric, sarcastic, doesn't really like flying, and usually has to pick up the body parts.
That's what clerics do.
Yeah, okay. No, nobody mentioned in the job description. It wasn't in the contract anywhere that I have to fly.
Well, no, not the flying part. I was talking about the pick up the body parts part.
Kind of like the Hobbit and the Thief and the whole thing, and they just, no, there's nowhere about flying.
Well, most people don't get picked up by dragons and carried around.
That was not my fault.
So, we left last time with you guys headed toward the open lands from the little town in Gelborn that you were in. I can't really remember where we stopped last time. I forgot to look at the end of the last episode again.
I think we were literally just heading out of town.
Yep.
Okay. So, if you head from Gelborn, that would be southwest. You will eventually hit Half Cliff Swamp and the open lands. You have a choice. You can stay on the main roads and go through the several towns that are between where you're at and where you're going. Or you can cut across the wilderness, avoid the towns, and possibly get there quicker. But there's also more possibility of having to avoid things if you go that way.
I think it's
Why are you
probably
telling us this?
safer to stick to the towns, the main road there.
And that way you could sleep in inns at night instead of out in the woods and such.
Far preferable, yes.
I could have slept in the woods.
No. Canna has this way of attracting winter wolves, as I recall.
No, that was my other character.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, that was the one that eventually got killed by a hydra. That was
Yeah.
her character.
Yeah, she had
Okay.
she had issues. Things wanted to come and kill her
Yeah.
fairly often. um,
Well, that's just D&D, isn't it? Everything's out to kill you.
but I think you had a run. I think Kenna had a run in with winter wolves once or twice too.
She might have. I know she had a run in with an owl bear that didn't turn out too well. But yeah, I think she.
But so you guys need to decide how you're gonna, what your route's gonna be.
I think we should take the safest route.
Yes, I'm for staying on the main road.
LaFall, are you gonna fly or are you gonna stay near the group on the ground?
I'll stay near them.
Okay.
Flying up above them, giving the scout, but
Yeah. Well, I just didn't know if you were gonna fly ahead and but I guess if you stay with them, but just above them, you can see whatever's coming. So, you guys start on the journey. Think we decided that it'll take about a day and a half.
Okay. See you in a day and a half.
So, uh, and the wagon hits a fairly large rock as it's going through the gate, headed out of town. And it's a large enough rock to jostle the wagon fairly seriously, which surprisingly wakes up Jinx and Korai, who are secured to the wagon and who were unconscious but uh, almost falling out of the wagon wakes them up.
Oh,
Bloody hell.
well. Remind me never to do that again.
Do what?
I don't know, but just remind me not to do it again.
Okay, I'll try to remember that.
And,
Oh,
you know, as Korai wakes up, it's just your standard hangover thing. You just feel like crap. Jinx, however, as you wake up, you feel like you've been run over by a truck.
I check myself for any wagon wheel marks on me.
No, but there are marks and bruises and a couple of scratches, and yeah, if you feel like you've been on the losing end of a bar fight.
Okay.
Yeah. which in reality, minus the bar, you were. But
I have questions,
yeah,
but I don't think I'm going to get answers.
depends on if you ask the right person.
So, well, I try to find out whoever's pulling the wagon. I slump up against it. So, what happened?
That's that's a question. Who is driving the wagon currently?
Well, we
Hope
ended with
somebody.
me driving it, so I suppose I still am.
Okay,
Yeah, because it can pull me and everything else.
right. Because you have supplies and all that stuff. Yeah. So, Jinx, are you gonna go up and
Yeah,
ask Kenna what happened?
I'm going to lean up. I'm going to. Am I still bound?
Uh, give me a dex check
Rolling decks.
to see if you can get.
Nope. Fall on the floor.
Well,
That's automatic one, isn't it?
no.
Wait, where'd it go? Well, now it is.
What did you?
Seriously?
Yeah, I picked it up and it's a one.
You are having serious trouble getting out of the ropes you were tied down with.
What? Okay, I'll in a second. Why are they getting tighter? Oh, I give up.
Don't look at me. I'm nice and comfy.
Well, I would be nice and comfy too, but I've got bruises all over my body.
Well, I mean, we're not going to ask what you do in your free time.
I don't
So-
know what I did in that free time.
Korai, are you gonna stay tied down? Or...
No, I'm going to try and get out.
Okay. Dex check for you too.
Well, there's some good news. 16.
You're able to untie yourself.
Okay, then I'll help Binks get out as well.
Okay. So, both of you give me a second dex check to see how that works.
What?
What?
Oh, hey, I got a 19.
Well,
Oh, another 16.
okay. You're both able to untie Jinx without hurting each other.
Oh, good.
Why is this a concern?
I don't know.
Because Jinx was flopping around, struggling, trying to get out of it while you were trying to help him do it.
All right, calm down. I'll get you out of this.
Well, I mean, it's very uncomfortable. My wings are chafing against the ropes.
Yeah, well, it's not my fault.
Well, of course, it's not your fault unless you're the one who knocked me out and tied me up. Then it's your fault.
I plead the fifth.
Actually, I think which one of you between Kenna and LaFall actually tied them in the wagon? Well,
I think LaFall did. I seem to remember.
She did.
No, I positioned. You tied.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't really remember. I was sort of hungover at the time. So,
That's becoming a permanent state for Kenna right now. And in fact, it's kind of scary because she's the one driving the wagon. So.
She feels anything like my head does, we're in a lot of trouble.
So now that Jinx is free, do you go up and talk to Kenna about what happened to you?
Yeah, I'll lean up and ask her what happened. So, what's with all this?
Well, I don't know exactly what happened to you, but I can tell you who did it to you. You remember helping me over to Alondra's house the other night?
Yeah. She seemed like a nice little lady.
Yeah, well, it wasn't her. You never made it back from her place because you ran into a couple of people I used to know who attacked you magically somehow. We found you when LaFall and I found you. You were still over at Alondra's place, sort of unconscious. But
With the tree over your ass.
yeah.
Well, that
She
has.
gets to have all the fun.
But
Well, that's gonna be the weirdest note I ever had.
Possibly, yes.
You have a list?
Well, at least we helped her out, right?
Yeah. So yeah, it was Elysia and Jillian are their names.
So they're the ones that. Oh, I'll have to give them a good whooping next time I see them.
Yeah, stand in line. Yeah, we all owe them one. Let's put it that way.
They're also the reason that you are currently doing what you're doing.
Well, yes, they're sort of the ones that have been attacking the bartender as well, and we need to go to the open lands to get this flower that's used in the antidote for the poison they used on him.
Oh, we better hurry then. I mean, if we slow down, we're not going to be able to make it.
I'm in no hurry to get back to the open lands. I've been there. It's not a fantastic place.
I apologize. My accent kept changing for some reason. Right. So we have to go through these lands, and we got to.
So, LaFall and Korai, give me history rolls to see if you have any idea or if you've heard anything about the open lands at all.
19. Did you hear?
18.
You all know that there's been, for years, the royal families of all three kingdoms on this continent had a 30,000 gold piece reward for anybody who ever went into the open lands and was able to make it out. And only one person, well, I guess 3 people, have ever done that out of several dozen who have tried. And one of them happens to be driving the wagon right now.
Well, that's reassuring.
But she also knows what's there. And,
Yes.
or at least some of what's
Some of
there.
it, yes. I'm not really keen on coming face to face with any of those things again, honestly.
All right then.
And strangely enough for Kenna, you're going there for the same reason.
Yes, a poison antidote. I don't know why these things can't grow in nicer places, honestly, but
Oh, I'm sure if we
Well, then-
took some seeds back with us, we could grow them in a nice spot. I mean,
If it was easy, then everyone could do it.
well, we could make it easy. We could grab all the plants and grab some of the seeds.
You are definitely welcome to try it if you would like to do that.
I'll definitely try if we get the chance to get to it. The question is if we get the chance to get to it.
Well, as Kenna
Oh,
can,
we'll get to it, but will you get to it?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
as Kenna can attest, much easier said than done.
yes.
Because she ended up getting her share of 30,000 gold because she was able to do that. So it's not as easy as it sounds.
Well, it doesn't sound easy at all.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
And that's not counting the vacation spot that borders it called Half Cliff Swamp.
Oh, yes.
Half clip. Half clip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Only the bravest adventurers vacation there. So
Well,
you,
they might only the bravest or only the dumbest.
Both.
Usually one and the same, I
I
think.
was just say you'd be surprised how often those are the exact same thing.
and there's an ongoing debate about that. So you guys, let me grab some dice here. So you guys, travel for about 3 hours, and everything seems to be normal. Uh, it's approaching midday, what do you guys want to do?
Ah. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull out my boot and I'm going to play a song.
Did you say pull out your boot?
Yeah. I have my boot on me, right?
Um, I would assume so.
All right.
I'm gonna follow and watch out of morbid curiosity.
All right. I'm going to have to roll for performance. An 11.
The song you made up is all right. It's not great. Yeah,
It's not good. It's not bad. It's
it
No,
won't.
no, wait a minute. You can't get out of this, Mr. DM. How is he playing a song on his boot?
I assume he said loot, not boot.
I said boot and he said yes.
I meant to say loot.
Okay.
You gotta remember, he's been hit in the head several times.
So he could have been serious.
I'm just blowing into a boot. How about that?
All I can do is I'm imagining him like trying to play his boot like a trumpet or something.
Beatboxing into the boot.
Actually, if he rolled an 11, he's doing a halfway decent job. Yeah.
Well, the boot must be out of tune then. A little flat.
It's not gonna
There's
hit.
definitely a hole in the soul.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's not gonna hit the Gelborn top 40, but you know, it's okay. You're not screaming in agony or anything.
well, I'm still gonna follow and listen to him. I mean, somebody's got to keep him alive.
Why?
Yeah, because I have
Because
to
his
pay
loot might
him.
attack him, or I don't know.
The only person who truly has to stay alive in this party is you, because you're the one that heals everybody else. So, the cleric is the only one that actually has to stay alive.
Cleric's got to entertain herself somehow.
Well,
Protect the white mage.
yeah, entertainment's another thing altogether. But
I'm still gonna follow him.
okay. Well, you're basically sitting in the same wagon with each other. So,
I thought we were walking next to it.
well, that's your choice.
Why do I get the feeling that's not a good choice?
You can either stay in the wagon with the supplies and Kenna, or you can walk beside it, whichever you prefer.
I guess it depends on how good Batty's performance is.
Well, it's 11, so right now it's mediocre.
Let's just
That lives. That works.
let's just say your ears aren't, you know, there's not sharp stabbing pains going through your ears at the moment.
It's not that one.
That beats the last thing. It beats the last thing I heard at the Undercity bar before we left. So it'll be fine.
Yeah. As I said, it was midday, so you guys stopping for lunch, or you gonna wait till you hit the next town, or what are you gonna do?
It's up to you guys. What do you guys want to do?
I'm
Well,
not hungry at the moment, so
Well, I was going to say we should probably stop to eat sooner rather than later because the closer we get to this place, something you ought to know about the Half-Cliff Swamp is we don't really want to eat very shortly before we get there because there are toxic fumes that come up out of the swamp and don't want to have a full stomach. So we should probably eat sooner before we get there, would be my suggestion.
Sounds good to
Well,
me. I mean,
It's like-
like,
well, you're at least a day out from that. Yet.
Okay. Well,
So,
I mean,
uh,
I like the idea. I mean, we could get a bite to eat, and then, I mean, like I can scrounge if I have to.
well, we've all got our provisions with us. We don't really have to wait to get to town, but if you want to stop in a, decent place to eat somewhere, it's up to you lot. I could do either.
you guys bought plenty of supplies.
Right.
We can just eat with what we got in the wagon and keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
So, can give me a I guess it would be a dex check with disadvantage to see how you're doing driving the wagon currently.
With a disadvantage?
Well,
Okay.
you are hungover
Oh, yeah, there is
from
that.
from last night.
Yeah, there is that. Dex. Oh,
Oh,
8.
Ooh. And just as you guys are discussing lunch, something spooks the horse and the wagon veers off the road to the right.
Oh, bloody hell!
no. Oh, what now?
Come on.
So, do any of you have an animal handling?
Let me check my sheet.
Animal handling. What?
I do not.
Efficiency, you mean?
There should be a skill on the sheet that is animal handling or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I
It's
just
right
have
underneath religion.
I just have a +2 on mine.
I was just say I have a check for it.
So, one of you give me an animal. Who's got the highest plus in animal handling?
I had a +3.
I got a +2.
I have a 0.
You should have at least something in there. What's your wisdom?
My wisdom is 11.
Okay, that explained it. Mine's 17.
Okay. Korai, give me a animal handling roll to see if you can calm the horses
Oh
down.
my god! It's a 6 with +3. It's a 6.
Wait, can I give him bardic inspiration?
You can give him bardic inspiration,
All right.
which means you roll a d4 and add that to whatever your roll was.
All right, rolling a d4. Come on, you can do this. You got +2.
So it's 8.
You're trying to calm the horses down, but they're just not listening to you. Something
Okay.
has seriously spooked the horses.
All right. Just for the fun, but can I try my hand at animal handling?
Anybody who wants to make a roll can try it.
15.
So how do
I
you
got a
do?
total of 18.
So which one of you wants to go up and calm them down and tell me how you managed to do it?
Go ahead. We don't care much for horses anyway.
I say LaFall can do it.
Go up to the front of them, take a hold of the reins, and just look them in the eyes.
Much like a real horse.
Yeah.
She is a dragon. I mean, that's got to be intimidating.
They calm down to a certain degree, but you can still tell that they're seriously nervous about something in the area.
You know what?
I'd like to figure out, to see if I can find out what it is that spooked them personally.
Yeah, me too.
Everybody give me a perception check.
Rolling perception. Well,
26. Oh wait, no, it's just, we're outside, aren't the sun shining?
Yeah.
So it's got a disadvantage. Still 19.
16.
I got a 3.
I got a 20.
Ooh.
It was an 18 plus my 2 points.
So, well, everybody, LaFall is calming the horses down. If you, except for Jinx, who's busy playing his lute and is therefore clueless, he's his first tune got an 11, so it encouraged him to try a second one.
Might as
Try
well be
to roll
playing,
performance again.
might as well
Yeah.
be playing a boot.
All right, here we go. 14. Hey, I'm getting better.
He's played 2 songs in his life. It's improving. So, while he's busy doing that, the rest of you look behind the wagon. There are footprints behind the wagon.
Hey, what kind of footprints?
They look like 2 sets of normal boot prints.
Yeah, I don't suppose any of you wear size 45 boots. You can give me a size.
Well, I'm actually
Make it up.
barefoot, lad. I don't wear any boots.
And actually, about 5 feet from back from where you are, the footprints disappear.
Yeah, I can't be the only one seeing this.
All of you see this except for Jinx.
I'm getting blisters on my fingers.
Oh god.
Need to tune the lute better.
The boot.
No.
Does anyone know what makes those kind of tracks?
Got me.
They look pretty generic to me. Could be human, could be any sort of humanoid creature.
Well, something has the horses spooked.
Yes.
The oddest part is how they vanish into thin air
Yeah, that's a bit
5
weird.
feet back.
Well, if the horses are worried and we can't calm them down, I think we should be worried.
About what now?
Nothing. Just go back to your boot.
Well, what?
Well, if not worried, we should at least be cautious.
Yeah. We hear anything besides the wagon and the boot?
Everybody give me a listen check.
What?
Would that be perception?
Hey,
Is that
finally got an
perception?
18.
I don't have a listen check over here.
Yeah, I think that'd be perception.
I'm thinking of a different game.
Yeah, you're thinking Call of
Perception.
Cthulhu.
Yeah.
An 18.
25. I have a +7 perception check.
22.
You all definitely hear movement in the woods. But the strange thing is you hear it on both sides of you.
Now, what is this movement sound size wise? Large, medium, small?
Better not pull a clever girl on us.
Uh, mm. The movement you're hearing sounds like people walking in the woods. Humanoid creatures walking in the woods. But it's on either side of you.
Okay.
Is anybody else thinking ambush?
Joke's on them. We have nothing they can steal. Nothing they want.
No, we got a musician they may want.
I'm thinking at this point we should get out of the wagon.
Oh.
I'd rather be on my feet if we're going to get caught than.
Well, you good point. I mean, if they're going to attack us, we might as well get out, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna hop out of the wagon and look kind of suspiciously at the woods on the left side.
Okay.
You know, the grumpy cleric mace stare.
Korai, you being a drow, do you have any way to sense other drows in the area or not?
I don't think so. It's not magic like that.
Okay.
They have really good perception checks to just bad vision in sunlight. So it's disadvantage, but that's about it.
Right.
As far as I know.
I just wondered.
I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in here.
All right. So you guys get out of the wagon. This rustling on either side starts sounds like it's starting to get closer. Not necessarily louder, just closer.
I'll pull my short sword out of its sheath just in case.
What is everybody else doing?
I might try a persuasion check.
Just
Try,
yeah,
try,
just
try to
ready.
try to tell them, hey guys, I if you're out in the woods, you really don't want to mess with this group. I mean, we got nothing you could want and nothing you desire. I mean, have you seen the wagon? Pretty beat
Actually,
up.
actually, the wagon that the blacksmith sold you is a pretty decent wagon as far as wagons go.
Well, that's
Just
nice to
more
know
likely pick a
now.
good wagon.
And the horses are large and solid, so the blacksmith actually gave you a deal.
Oh no, so I'm wrong with disadvantage, is what you're telling me.
You're basically yelling this out into the woods.
I got a
Okay.
17. But I forgot to add the plus 3. So I got 17 plus 3. I got 20.
So you hear him yell this out around you, and at least for a couple of moments, the ru- the rustling stops. But a few moments later, it starts again.
Oh, right. Well, I tried.
Well, since I still have a hold of the reins and all,
Yeah.
I'm going to get these horses in this wagon moving by giving a nice little tug on them to let's go.
Okay. Give me a strength check to see if you can get two nervous horses moving.
17.
Okay. You are able to nudge them forward. They keep walking, but they're walking much slower than they were before because they're not sure what the hell's going on. All they know is there's something out there. So, so you guys just walk along beside the wagon as it slowly heads? Because
Yeah.
they,
Yeah.
I think that's the safest route to go.
yeah.
At this
I'll
point,
walk behind it with my sword still out, kind of looking from side to side.
So who's driving? If the three of you are walking, who's driving the wagon?
I thought the foal was up front
I
with the
am
horses
up front
leading them
with the
along.
reins.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're driving now.
Basically, yes.
Okay. So you slowly head up the road. Uh, The noise on either side of you, the rustling on either side of you, seems to keep pace with you. Which is odd because there's no wind currently.
What?
I've got a bad feeling about this. I'll say it.
Yeah, so do I. But you know what? We have one thing they don't.
What exactly is that?
A bard really bad at singing.
You don't know. Maybe they're coming to trade.
What, a good bard?
I couldn't be a worse one.
Oh,
There,
I don't know what we're supposed to do here. Do we stand here and wait and get ambushed, or do we just say hello? You want to come out and fight us now?
there's got somewhere in the 9 kingdoms of Aegeron, there's got to be a worse bard than him.
again, telling me this boy kind
Hey.
of dropped out of bard college.
Now, listen. He can play a boot. That's pretty talented.
Oh,
Show me someone else that can play a boot.
well, there was this one bloke. They named him Johnny McShoe.
Okay.
Why?
He played really mean sneaker.
My question is, why would somebody want to play a boot? I don't.
Well, this is modern art. It's
Yeah,
you just don't know. You never know.
because you don't
Who
really have.
knows? Maybe it's this rock and roll he's been talking about.
Yeah, it's a metal bard.
Because you don't really have the amplification you would need to play a boot. It's like, because it's not real loud. So,
I don't know what to say to that. What are we gonna do about these suspicious sounds on either side of us?
Well, or might be.
I say we just keep going, try to avoid anything. Just
A moving object is harder to hit in ambush than a sitting still one.
just keep walking.
Yeah, I mean, if we show fear, they're going to feel that fear. If we don't show fear, we're just going to go right on through.
Huh?
The classic animal instinct fight. You know how if you get in touch with a cougar, if a cougar shows up, you have to look big and scary and make a lot of noise.
Okay. See, this is why your lunch attacks you.
What's that best? It's one of those two.
I was gonna say, is this before or after it eats you?
Okay, I'm willing to go along with that for now. But if we find out later that really the sound was just them setting up to launch attacks from us, and we could have, jumped them like a couple miles back, I'm going to be upset.
What? I don't blame you.
So you guys keep moving.
Still kind of keeping our eyes suspiciously on the forest.
Yep.
We're watching you.
And by now it's moving on to mid-afternoon. And everybody give me a perception check.
Vision or not? Just regular perception?
Yeah.
You
That
okay?
one.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I
15.
botched that one.
You okay, Kenna?
Her dice are starting again.
17, and Kenna pokes her eye out from the concession stand.
She's just casually walking behind the wagon and bumps into the back of the wagon because she's walking faster than the rest of you are.
Found the wagon.
You see off in the distance, probably a good 2 to 3 miles ahead, what looks like the steeple of a building.
Mm.
So you assume a village of some sort is that you're gonna come upon a village and probably by nightfall.
Terrible night to have a curse.
Do we keep heading that direction? Or do we think whatever this is?
Well, I think we should keep going towards the village because eventually these people are going to run out of space and they're either going to ambush us or give up.
Not sure I share your confidence.
Well, they'll enter the village and we can tell the guards we're being chased by these guys and they can get arrested as stalkers.
And who knows, the village might be a very full of very polite, nice people.
Right.
Besides, villagers have got inns, haven't they? I could do
Yeah.
with an ale.
So, and I'm sure the horses could do with a rest at this point.
Yep.
But as you see the spire rising into the sky, you also notice that the noises on either side of you are getting louder.
Lads, if you're going to do something, why come out and do it, you know? Instead of, just being all sneaky, deaky little jerks. Come on.
Okay, well, I know who's going first. I'm going to take a couple of steps away from the very loud bard.
The bard that can't beat his breakfast suddenly all brave and such.
Why do you think I was... never mind.
I was still brave willing to take on that breakfast. I did not lose my bravery once in that fight. Can't forget, I was willing to take on a second one.
Not going anywhere near that.
Yeah, he may have survived the breakfast. It was the bar stool that got him at the end.
It truly was.
And there could be lots of bar stools in the end in this village. You never know. But so you guys keep walking. And as you get closer to this spire that's connected to something, at least the sun starts going down.
Okay.
Eh,
I have.
and just a little bit after sunset, you find yourself walking up to a large set of iron gates.
Well, they're not going to let us in, are they?
There's a guard standing on each side. What do you do?
You got to ask them.
Who's gonna do it?
1, 2, 3, not it.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Let's see. Out of all this group that we have here accumulated with us,
What kind of guards?
yeah,
They're two rather burly looking orcs
Oh, shit.
in chainmail with spears.
So then we should probably send the grumpy dragon, half dragon, to go talk to him. Really, drow are just kind of toothpicks to orcs at this point.
Well, yeah, yeah. LaFall is the only person in the party who has any bulk, really.
Yeah.
Because Ken is a tiefling, and she's bigger than the two of you, but not by a whole lot.
mm-hmm.
And I've had enough experience with orcs to know I don't really want to mess about with them anymore than I really need to.
Well, just be short and sweet about it and ask them for entry into the city, into the town.
So it looks like you've been elected to do this.
Yep, I've been elected to approach. So I'm approaching.
They're both of them practically in unison are like, hold it. What do you people want?
Just rest for the night.
One of them says, well, we just locked the gates for the night. We locked them at sunset. But I'll go ask my commander, my supervisor, if we can unlock them long enough to let you guys in.
We'd
We'd
appreciate it.
appreciate that.
That would be awesome.
So one of them turns and leaves at that point. The other one looks up to the sky above him and says, I hope we can let you in because there's a storm coming. Everybody give me a perception check.
Rolling.
12.
Nope, 5.
14.
25 for once.
LaFall's busy talking to the guard. The rest of you look up above you. And I don't know if any of you have ever seen the beginning of a tornado or not.
I
Yes.
have.
Unfortunately.
It hasn't fully formed yet, but it's working on it.
Ah, great. So we
Um,
got that to deal with.
And you think it's very odd because just a half an hour before the skies were blue and not a cloud in the area.
yeah, do we want to do something about that? Well, we can't do anything about it, but maybe standing outside was not a good idea.
Well, definitely not a good idea. Maybe I could try singing to it to calm down the sky.
I was thinking inside.
Oh, that works too.
The the other orc guard comes back with his commanding supervisor, who is an orc that makes these two look small.
I'm guessing he's the chieftain.
And he says, "What can I do for you guys?"
Oh,
We just want a place to rest for the evening.
Preferably
We're just
one
passing
out.
through.
we just going to a little place to rest. I mean, we've kind of followed the entire way here.
Um, he's like, "I can let you in, but I'm gonna have to search the wagon."
Oh, go ahead. I don't think we got
That's all
anything.
right.
It's
What?
got food and supplies.
And ropes.
That,
A crappy bard.
uh, does the bard classify as a party member or part of the supplies?
Well, he's
It
not a
depends on
deadly weapon,
sometimes.
so
What now?
he's not a deadly weapon, so we're
And it
not targeting
depends.
anyone.
It depends as well, because sometimes
What?
his breakfast and lunch will try to eat them.
We get him laughing who would
Oh.
let us in.
And you see the commander smile and go, "Now that I'd like to see."
You may get the chance, actually, if he orders anything to eat.
So
Yeah,
he,
you should have seen me lose to breakfast a few weeks ago.
it's actually only been a few days.
Oh,
But
a few days ago.
about a week, actually. You were unconscious for a day or two. But he unlatches a large key from his belt and unlocks the gate. Goes, "Come on through. I'll just take a second to look at whatever's in the wagon to make sure there's no, you know, contraband or weapons or stuff like that you're trying to smuggle into the village."
Okay.
And
I don't think we're smuggling anything in.
Well, other than our unconscious companion.
True. I mean, he's been drinking quite a bit. For quite a bit.
No. Well, no. If you're thinking about Lucid, he's now with you.
Oh,
He wandered off the ship and is now roaming on his own somewhere.
No. What's
Um,
Hermes' character?
oh yeah. Now,
No.
Yep.
yeah. And he takes the blanket off and uncovers all the supplies, and she is laying there amongst the supplies. Um, he's like, looks good to me. What happened to her?
Too much drinking.
Uh,
Trying to think
all,
she could drink like a dragon.
all too common. You, you, you smaller folk can't handle your alcohol. Um, the the end's over to your left, down at the end of the road, past the cathedral. The thing with the spire on it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the end's the last thing at the end of the road. You can't miss it.
well, thank you, lads.
Thank
Oh,
you.
uh, I don't have any. Should we tip them?
What?
I mean, they've been really nice to us. I'm wondering if we should give them a
No,
tip.
you all go ahead.
No.
Take out my little flask. Open it. You got a thing of water? Looking at
Oh,
the
yeah.
orc chief, orc commander.
Yeah.
Can I see
He's
it?
he's got a uh, water skin on his belt. Yeah. He looks at you rather odd and then sort of slowly hands it to you. It's like,
Open up my flask. Open up the water skin. Pour a drop in there. Close it all up. Here you go.
and he's like, what would this be?
Wine.
Okay. I'll give it a try. Thanks.
Sip it slowly.
You guys have a pleasant visit. Get in quickly because it looks like it's about to get nasty out here.
All right. Definitely won't be taken to the air tonight.
And he heads off, and the other two guards that were originally there go back to standing there.
And
Uh,
we go.
and as you're going down the road toward the end, the wind does pick up considerably. And after a few minutes, how many of you have dark vision?
Oh, I know I do.
I
I have.
do.
I
Yeah.
have blind sight as well, if I recall.
Yeah.
Mine's dark vision at 120 feet.
So, by the time you get to the end of this road, it is pitch black outside. And the wind is picked up to the point where the wagon is beginning to rattle slightly.
Oh, let's hope that doesn't get blown away.
All right, you three take Nala in, and I'll take care of the horses in the wagon.
All right.
As you guys get close to the end of the road, you see a sign. It says, "In at the end of the road." And it doesn't look like there's a line currently.
Let's go on in then.
So you hoist Nala out of the wagon. How are you going to carry her in?
Those
guess
three
Cor-
should be able to carry her.
I guess Korai and I can carry her between the two of
Yeah.
us. I don't think Jinx would be able to be much help.
He can hold the door.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm only 4 foot tall. I definitely couldn't carry her.
She outweighs you. So you guys get Nala up to the door. You walk in the door, and this tavern is very dark. It's got a few candles along each wall, but that's it. So the room is much darker than most taverns you've ever been in. Do you guys find a table?
First, I think we ought to get a room so we can
Yeah.
shove Nala into it, and then we'll go down and get a table. So I'm going to go up to the bartender and ask for how many rooms. I guess that would be the three of us. I don't know if there's a room that'll fit the full. So I'll ask for 3 rooms for now, and she can deal with it when she comes in.
Okay. So you walk up to the bartender, who is also an orc with long white hair, long pointed beard, and a Fu Manchu type mustache. And he says, "Hello, I'm Jonas. How can I help you?"
We're going to need 4 rooms for the 3 of us and our friend here who's sort of unconscious right now.
Uh, is this just for one night, or?
Yeah, just the one night.
Okay, that'll be a gold piece per room.
Alright, so I'll field that. I'll give him 4 gold pieces.
Dinner and breakfast in the morning is included.
Ah, great.
2 tankards of ale are included in that if you drink more than that. they're 5 silver apiece after that.
All right.
As you turn, you look around yourself in the bar. Everybody in the place are orcs. And it dawns on you, you guys just walked into an orc village. You are the only 4 that aren't orcs here.
Oh,
Great.
this is called awesome. All my orcs are known for their music. Well, I could learn some new songs from them.
Yeah, they're known for their tolerance too.
Oh, you just have to outdrink them.
Good
Yeah,
luck
I
with
could
that.
probably do. I could probably do that.
Mhm.
Oh, you just have to outdrink them and show them how tough you are.
Can a
Okay.
might be able to keep up? What the side effects of that would be is another question altogether. Um, so what are the while you guys are doing that, LaFall, you're outside, um, hitching the horses to the railing so that they don't go anywhere while you're in
Well,
the end.
actually, no. Best thing to do is find a barn.
Um, well, in that case, you'll want to come inside and most likely ask the bartender where the livery stable is,
Okay.
because every village would have one. It's just a question of where.
Yep. So go inside, find out what the stable is.
You walk up to the bar and Jonas is standing there. Hi, how can I help you?
Where's the delivery stable at? I got horses in a wagon. I need a stable for the night.
Uh, you go back up to the fork in the road about 500 yards back the way you came, and then go left, and it's about a quarter of a mile down.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Are you the other one that needs a room for the night?
Considering what's possibly happening outside, yeah.
Um, your friend here paid for it already. Uh, dinner and breakfast is included. Uh, first 2 ales are included. After that, it's uh, 10 silver apiece. So, so when you get back from the livery, you can order dinner if you like.
Okay, thank you.
And so while the fall is off securing the horses, um, LaFall, I'm assuming you still have money on you, correct?
Huh?
You still have money. You still have gold on you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because they're going to charge something to board the horses for the night. So they don't do it for free. As you're going, though, uh, it starts, along with the wind, it starts pouring. Whatever storm is coming is almost there.
So we just batten down hoping batten down the hatches.
And in about 15 minutes, you get to the livery stable. Uh, as you get there and attempt to get in from the storm, you see a what looks to be a middle-aged orc female wearing a leather apron or apron made out of some sort of skin. Uh, she turns to you and says, "Ah, I'm Braca. How can I help you?"
Hello, Braca. I'm LaFall. I just need to stable my horses and wagon here for the night.
We can do that. Um, bring the horses in, and then there's a covering for the wagon on the side of the building.
Okay.
Uh, so to have them fed and brushed and gener- watered and generally taken care of, um, it's 5 silver a horse.
Okay, no problem.
And you say you're coming back to get them in the morning?
Morning time, yes. We'll be
Okay.
heading back out, if weather permitting.
Yeah, it's getting pretty nasty out here. Um, but it's the time of year for it, I guess. So, uh, and she gives you, hands you a small, small piece of parchment and says, uh, "Sign this, and it'll be your receipt for picking up the horses tomorrow."
Okay.
So you sign the receipt. Uh, she makes a real quick copy and hands you a copy of it. So, so, so did you give her the 10 silver yet, or?
Yep. Take out 10 silver and hand it to her.
Uh, eh, well, she says, well, you need to get in from this storm. We'll see you tomorrow when you come and pick up the horses in the wagon.
All right. See you tomorrow.
Yep. And you make your way back to the inn. Without the horses and wagon, you can move much quicker, so it doesn't take you very long. But even so, you're pretty soaked by the time you get to the door of the inn. You walk in the door and you see your other companion sitting at a table.
Go over to join them.
There's already a female orc in a cooking apron standing at the table. She's handing out menus. Everything on the menu is meat of some sort. There are, potatoes and root vegetables, but most everything on the menu is meat. And there's only one thing in the beverage column on the menu, which is homemade orc ale, personally brewed by Jonas. So, so the waitress is like, "Do you guys need a minute or what?"
Oh.
Well, I think I'm ready to order. Don't know about you lot.
Well, I'm ready for it. Oh, the other specific thing about this menu is everything is either, you have a choice of either regular portion or orc size.
That's nice to know.
So, who's ready to order?
I am. I'll have a steak and a side of the root vegetables and ale, please.
Okay, I can do that. Oh, do you want the regular size steak or the orc size?
Regular, please. And
Okay,
if you could make it rare, I'd appreciate it.
not a problem. How about the rest of you?
I don't suppose you have any fish. Fish worth eating.
We have freshwater shark. I think
I'll go for that. I just, not a big fan of red meat.
Okay.
I'll go for that, some potatoes and some ale as well.
All right. I got it. So what about the little guy over here?
I'll have the cheapest thing you got on the menu.
Yeah.
You do know we don't have to scrimp anymore, right? It's okay. If you're worried about it, I'll buy your supper.
No. I have to save up to get you money. So I'm going to take. I'm going to eat the.
Your dinner is included in your room fee.
Oh,
Oh, I
right.
forgot about that.
Okay. Then I'll have uh, I'll have your biggest bug.
Yeah, don't do that.
She's like, okay, I'll work on that.
I'll just go kill one of the cockroaches in
Give
the
him some
kitchen.
carrots and potatoes and
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm an insectivore. I eat bugs.
give him some rotten potatoes, carrots. The bugs will be in them.
uh, I can go out back and there's probably a bug or two out there.
They haven't been washed away by the storm.
This is true.
Oh, don't want to put your life at risk. I mean, the weather's really bad. It looks like.
Eh, we're orcs, are you kidding? Uh, and then she turns to LaFall and says, and what would you like?
Steak, bear, and the shark sound good.
Steak and what was the rest of it?
Bear
Oh, okay.
and the shark also sounded good.
Uh, do you want, um, being as large as you are, would you, I'm assuming you want orc-sized portions?
Sure.
So, yeah. Alright, I'll take this back to the kitchen and Jonas will start working on it. And with that, she turns around and walks away.
Listen, Jinx.
Yeah.
Some real talk here.
Yeah.
If I have to burn a spell slot to keep you from being killed by your dinner again,
What?
I'm just listen.
What?
I have to write reports back to the college, to the cleric college every week, and it looks bad.
Yeah. I can see what you mean. Yeah. Oh, don't worry.
I,
I'm sure they're going to cook it this time.
I can't go back to the convent and explain this to them. The last report, I told them a centaur broke in and we had to fend it off. There's no way I could write that a squid attacked my attacked my party mate, and I had to heal him to keep him alive.
Right.
Oh, Jinx, you did not specify how you wanted
Oh
your.
crap! I did not.
You did not specify whether you wanted your bug alive or cooked or what.
I forgot to mention that. Well, I'm sure they'll bash it. I'm sure there's something.
You know, I've been around, not a ton, but I've traveled, and
What?
I've never seen anyone endangered by their supper unless an assassin was after them.
What?
Is there an assassin after you, Jinx? Do
Not,
we need
not,
to
not that I know of.
somebody in your past that would be willing to, well, be willing and crazy enough to attack you with squid?
Not sure.
Okay. Are you okay? Can you tell us about it? You blink twice if you can't talk.
No, I'm fine. I
Okay.
mean,
I don't know that there's an animate meal spell, but
Well, either way,
could
I
be.
mean,
You never know what somebody will come up with.
as a cleric, I'm duty bound to care about you. I don't love you, but I care about you. So,
oh, I'm glad to hear you do.
I'm gonna scoot over a couple of steps so
No,
I don't get anything on me while I'm eating.
Right.
no, yeah. Those roasted potatoes could be cursed or some shit. I don't know. But
Okay, I got nothing. I'm done.
yeah. Uh, a few minutes later, the waitress comes back out. She has Kendra's food and Korai and um Korai's food, and she turns to Lawful and says, um, since yours is bigger, it'll take a few more minutes. And while that's cooking, I'm gonna go uh, see what I can do as far as your your bard's food here. Um, question: does it have to be an insect, or can it be a worm type creature? Or
Oh, worms are fine. I'll eat a worm if I have to.
I'm listening to this and taking a couple more scoots over to the side with my chair.
But can I have it cooked?
yeah, okay, yeah, that was gonna be my next question.
Right, because I've kind of had a few run-ins with a little bit of raw meat.
No. Um. Yeah, cooking it'll make it easier for us too. And with that, she turned around and walks away. Um.
Poke at my supper. Shark, huh?
It seems to be dead.
That's always a plus.
I would hope so. I didn't know orcs ate shark. I guess they eat everything, so okay.
Yeah. An orc will eat anything that it can grab. So, uh, or anybody it can grab. Uh,
I'll take a tentative bite. Nah, not bad. I've certainly tasted worse. At least the potatoes are familiar.
actually, the shark is. It doesn't have the saltwater flavor you would expect because it's fresh water, but uh, it's actually not too bad as far as quality goes. Um, a little bit later, uh, the waitress comes back carrying this large tray with LaFall's food on it, and she turns to Jinx and goes, "I'll be right back."
No, take your time. I'm not in any hurry.
And she comes out with this plate that, for all intents and purposes, looks like a plate sized centipede.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
this is gonna be great.
and
I don't even want to imagine that. Ah!
Yeah.
and it does have what looks like grill marks on it.
Oh. Mm.
Damn it, Patty! I'm not getting that mental image out of my head.
I'm so sorry.
And for tonight's special, we have grilled centipede. No thanks. Hard pass.
Complete with rosemary butter.
Oh, that adds to it. Okay. Well, we're fine. It's fine now. Got the rosemary butter.
So, but the one difference between this meal and Jinx's other meals is this one doesn't seem to be moving.
Oh, you know, I'm going to poke it just to make sure.
It just lays there.
Oh yeah, this one looks like it's falling.
Wouldn't want to offend the orc chef.
Oh, the orc chef is the bartender, Jonas.
So sorry, I've been attacked by a couple of meals, so I had to make sure.
Okay, I'm not quite as wary now. I'm gonna just go back to eating my supper.
I'm gonna grab the waitress and be like, Eric, can I get another ale, please?
She says, I can do that. I can do that. Oh, and by the way, if you want a picture of what Jonas looks like, if you saw the last Picard episode, if you saw what Worf looks like now,
Oh dear God.
Are you kidding? What?
with the exception of his skin is greenish gray.
So an orc pie may.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat, actually.
That actually sounds really cool.
That's what Jonas looks like. So, in a couple minutes, the waitress comes by with Kenneth's second tankard of ale. You've never had homemade orc ale before,
No?
so give me a constitution check.
21.
Gotta find it. Doggone it.
You handled the first one pretty well.
Oh my god. Go ahead.
It has sort of a greenish flavor to it, like he used like herbs and stuff in it, so it has sort of a almost a grass flavor.
It's different.
Yeah. But you can tell The first one hit pretty good. Orc ale is stronger than dwarven ale, so this one, the first one hit pretty good, but you were able to handle it. So you start on your second one. Um, the rest of you, your food actually tastes pretty good. The bear is nice. Um, the centipede, you know, Jinx, you don't get centipede very often.
No, it's a good treat. I'm like, it's not often I get something this big.
Yeah, it's if you were to stretch it out, it would be half your size.
Oh wow, this is definitely gonna.
Mm.
It's definitely gonna fill me up.
And then, while you guys are eating, somebody walks up to your table. Somebody that all of you remember. Remember the orc that paid you for um, the island job and was in the bar when the bartender went down the first time?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's standing in front of your table.
Hey, it's you.
This is my home village. What the hell are you guys doing here?
Well,
Staying for the night, passing through.
having a little bit of a nip, a nip and a nap.
What are you passing through for?
We've got business in the open lands, unfortunately.
Why would anybody want to go there?
Yeah, want isn't exactly the word.
It's more of a need. A
Yeah.
need to find information out.
The only thing you're gonna find in the open lands is an obituary.
Nah, not for us.
Well, I've been
And
there
hopefully
before.
not for the information that we are looking for. I mean, after all, it could be information that could interest you as well.
What are you going there for?
Oh, just a little plant.
And there aren't plants everywhere. What?
No, not this one.
Oh, how's our bartender friend?
Not so good.
Hanging in the best he can right now. The
It's
cleric
what
says he might have a week.
Oh, really?
Yep.
He must have pissed somebody off.
Um, yes and no.
Let me guess. The cleric sent you for some sort of antidote for the bartender.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Let me pose a question to the party. Why do you give a damn about a bartender?
Oh, because he gave us food, he gave us rent. It's just
The,
got to give him the fair deal after
Put my
he's given the
finger
raw
over
deal.
Jinx's mouth.
the,
Jesus.
the, bart, the bartender here gave you better food than they served in the inn you were in.
That's
Well,
true.
true
But
and all, yeah.
that's
Huh.
not why we're trying to save that bartender.
Yeah, no, we've got some questions for him regarding things he's involved with, that's all.
Uh,
And like I said, it's the information that could benefit you as well.
well, let's just say then if you make it out, we need to have another conversation.
All right.
You'll just
Well,
have to meet us back at the other end for that conversation.
if we make it out, yeah.
No, when we make it out, we'll meet you back at the other end in about a week's time, roughly, give or take a day.
I'll be back up in that area around then.
Yep. So will we.
I've got some more business to do up there. Well, good luck then, and I hope I see you in a week or so.
Well, I'm sure we'll meet again soon.
And with that, he turns and walks out of the inn.
Are we worried about that?
Well, maybe a little bit.
Well, chances are he's got another job for us and it'll be some coins, so I'm not too worried.
Yeah. He gave us, what, 1,500 coin?
We wanted to know an awful lot about what we were doing here.
No, you showed up in his home village out of nowhere. So he's like, what?
Right, and if you, I'm sure you've noticed we're the only ones here who aren't exactly orcs, so we do stand out a bit.
I have noticed.
Right.
Oh, they do have good ale, though.
Everybody's green except the four of you.
Well, it depends on how much of this ale we drink.
That's true. You could end up green by the end of the night.
I think this is the stuff they use to clean stains out back home.
Hey, don't knock it till you tried it. Speaking of which, I'm empty. Call the waitress over.
You went through the second one fairly quickly.
So I guess this third one's on me, so I pull out my coin pouch.
Yep. From now on, it's your own cash.
Alright. So I'll call her over and ask for a third.
She's like,
That's
okay.
enough for me.
Kendra, give me a con check.
14.
You did okay, but you're starting to get shaky in comparison to the first one. And from now on, you'll be rolling with disadvantage because you're working on your third one. So the rest of your dinner goes fairly uneventfully. Jenks actually finishes his centipede and lives to tell about it.
I mean, I'm shocked.
So
Oh, I'm a little shocked too.
you are also seriously stuffed. um,
I could go for a rest right about now.
you just ate something that was half your size. Um, so with the storm going on outside, what did the rest of you decide to do after dinner?
I'm going to go up to bed and I am going to go to sleep.
Uh, So are the rest of you gonna turn in for the evening?
Yep, off to bed.
I might have one more drink first.
Assuming
Don't
we're
make
not
me
going to
wake
get
you. I
killed by
woke
a
you last
storm.
time.
You
Assuming we're not getting killed by a
Ken,
storm in our sleep.
not only did you wake her, you had to carry her up to her room and deposit her there. Um, so the three of you head up to your room. Kenneth stays down at the table. So do you? I take it you order a fourth ale.
Yeah.
The waitress brings it to you. Give me a con check with disadvantage.
6.
Uh,
No?
you take one sip of the fourth one and can barely make yourself stay in a sitting position. Uh, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage, okay.
Because currently you are seeing double.
Actually, even with disadvantage, that comes to 21.
Out of the corner of your eye, you think you see somebody extremely familiar, but your brain is like it couldn't be. Couldn't be. For a very short flash, you think you see Carrick walk in the room.
Well, I'm going to turn around and see if I can get a bad look.
Uh, give me another perception check with disadvantage.
10.
Uh, you see somebody in leather armor that looks surprisingly close, but that's all your brain will register at this point.
Well, I'm going to keep drinking then.
You finish the fourth taker rather quickly, actually. and give me another con check with disadvantage.
15.
Seeing what you thought you saw actually woke you up slightly. But at the same time, you get this feeling that maybe you should turn in for
I'm pretty
for
drunk.
for the evening before you end up having to crawl upstairs.
Yeah, I'm pretty drunk. I better go
Yeah.
lay down.
So you all end up falling asleep to louder and louder storm noises, and Kenna reaches the bed and passes out. And this would be a good time to take a break if any of you guys need a break.
Actually, I might be turning in for the night myself. I'm about ready to fall asleep.
All right, yeah. Well, um, how are the rest of you doing? Can you hang in there with me, or should we call it for the evening here, or what?
Depends on how long. I'm good for a little while, but not another 2 hours.
Well, no. I was thinking maybe, can you make it an hour?
Yeah,
Nah,
I give you an hour.
I don't think it could last another hour.
Um, well, we'll just say Jinx fella uh, was having difficulty getting up the next day, and you end up exactly back in the wagon where you started.
Sounds good to me. Oh, sorry for the yawn. Oh,
That's all right. Uh, I understand that you guys are on the East Coast and that it's like what
It's
oh
11:30.
it,
11:30. Yeah.
it's
So
10:24 on my end.
well,
Oh
yeah.
God, Jinx. You
You're
will.
in.
We can
You're
stay
in.
up for another hour.
Oh, come
Uh,
on.
I've tried to. Oh, I'm just used to sleeping early because of I have to reset my internal clock eventually.
So, because in another hour, we'll say you might make it to the open lands before we close, but we'll see how it goes. So, if you guys need a break, let's do it.
Good night, guys.
Night.
Night, Jinx.
We'll see you next time. And so, what? It'll be 9. You'll be back at 9:45 my time.
Sure.
So, we'll see you in 20 minutes.
All right.
Are you gonna have to go feed him?
I fed him early.
Okay. So he's just squawking anyway.
Oh, I think he hears Sean out there. He's like,
Okay.
oh, you're okay. You're okay. Buggy. What, you want to go out and see Daddy? You want to say hi to Daddy?
There are no giant squirrels out there. Hmm.
I'm here.
I'm here.
Oh, but are any of us really here? Where is here? What is
Okay.
here?
It's a little late to get philosophical.
Here is the mental state of being there.
Well,
Here is just there without the T.
True.
which confuses the whole thing even more. Well, we're actually in the fifth dimension because we're doing this on lines, so we're somewhere between where we started and where we are.
Sure.
So,
Let's go with that.
and that's without heavy drugs. So, no. Since we're all here, we can jump back into this. Hello and welcome back to this episode of Fallen Dragons. Before the break, everybody decided to call it a night.
Jeez.
3 of you went to bed to sounds of heavy storming. Kenna went to bed and literally passed out. So morning comes and sunshine blazes through the open window in each one of your rooms. So what do?
I might as well get up knowing that that bloody dragon's gonna come and drag me out of bed if I don't.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. Bloody dragon.
So what about the other 2 of you?
I
Well,
guess I'm getting out of bed.
yep. Get up. Go knock on doors.
Well, you hear Korai and Kenna moving around. When you knock on Jinx's door, there's no response.
Okay. But double knock extra hard on Kenneth.
Oh, why? I'm up. You fall late, sort of.
I told you don't drink so hard.
Well, a lot of people have told me that. And I just realized what I just said. Like, Oh, damn.
Mhm.
Guess I'm
Yeah.
sort of drunk.
This is what you realize this is like the fourth night in a row or fourth morning in a row you've woken up with your head wanting to fall off.
Even my horns hurt.
That's impressive.
So you all meet in the hallway. The three of you meet in the hallway. But when you knock on Jinx's door, there was no response.
Uh-oh. Did the bug end up killing him in his sleep?
Maybe his system didn't react well to grilled centipede. Who knows?
I didn't react well to thinking about it.
Which means the DM has done his job.
Glad we're feeding you. Nice to know. I'm not going in there.
So are either LaFall or Kenna gonna go in and check on him, or you just gonna leave him there?
Might as
No, go
well.
check.
Yeah, we might as well go check on him.
In the words of our possibly departed bard, not it.
And you're the cleric in the group.
Yeah, just because I'm the cleric in the group doesn't mean I like to see death and pieces everywhere. I have standards.
You are a death cleric, are you?
No. You said that
Oh.
last time. It's not not a death cleric. Life cleric.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Big difference.
Well, basically the opposite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the drow might trick you a little bit, but life cleric.
Yeah. A drow life cleric. Okay. Stranger Things, I guess.
She follows the moon goddess.
So, the two of you decide to go in and check on him, and Jinx is unconscious.
Isn't he the lucky one?
He's breathing, but he's not conscious.
Okay, well, we'll take him to the wagon, lock him in the wagon when we get ready to leave. Let's go get lunch.
Are you sure he's fine? I'm peeking in the door. How do you know he's fine?
Well, he's
They
not
know
dead. I don't know how
He's-
fine he is, but he's not dead.
he's breathing, but he's not conscious. And oh, by the way, the room looks incredibly neat, except for this small lump under the blankets on the bed. Somebody could actually mistake him for a pile of pillows or something. So do you guys go down to breakfast or?
Guess we kind of have to.
Yeah.
Mm.
For the second meal in a row, I might not have to worry about something killing Jinx.
No, he's currently not in any shape to eat anything.
Not so
So,
sure I am either.
so you're gonna leave him in bed till you're done with breakfast?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll go
For
get
so far.
him and put him in the wagon when we're done. And I guess we'll have to do the same for Nala if she's still asleep up there.
Yeah. You haven't heard a sound from her ever since you dragged her in here. So the three of you go down for breakfast. The same waitress that served you dinner is standing there. Your little group is one of the few people in the tavern at this early hour in the morning. So there's three of you, the waitress, Jonas, and a couple of orcs that are face down on their table.
Well, at least they had a good night.
Probably a drinking contest or some such thing. They'll wish they had a good night when they wake up. The waitress comes over. What can I get the three of you?
What do we have for breakfast?
She puts three menus on the table. It's basically the same as the dinner menu, except the breakfast menu also has eggs listed.
What kind of eggs?
It doesn't say. Just says eggs.
Knowing what we know about orcs, that might be an important question. But okay. Is it just ale to drink?
Well, no. For breakfast, they have this stuff they call black tea.
You mean orc coffee?
Yeah. And you've never had it before, so you have no idea what's in it.
When in the Imperial City. I hope you got that joke. All right, I also have some eggs and whatever this tea is.
She says, okay, but the eggs are large and the black tea is as strong as our ale. Are you sure you can handle that?
No, but when has that ever stopped me?
Okay. Just a friendly warning ahead of time.
I don't have to drink the whole thing.
Oh, and by the way, where's the little guy?
Still asleep, lucky him.
Hey, he wasn't the one that downed 4 tankards of ale last night.
No, that would have killed him.
It almost killed you.
Well, I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Oh, no.
Tap tap on your on her horns.
Oh, stop it. Oh.
That confirms it. It almost killed you.
The waitress says 2 tankard ale would have took out the little guy.
No, we think he'll be okay. He's just a little bit sleepy.
First time he ever got stuff without getting stuff.
Hey.
Yeah, that was a pretty big meal he had last night. So, what can I get the other 2 of you?
Well, do you have anything you think someone who might have drunk a bit much last night could handle?
Oh. Our eggs are platter size, but they're fairly bland as far as that goes. You might be able to handle one of those.
Well, we'll try.
You definitely need a tankard of black tea to wake you up.
Or I could just have another tankard of ale, scale of the dragon that bit me, right?
Not that stuff.
Although I'd probably get sick, come to think of it.
Yeah. Orcish ale and eggs together. Not a good choice this early in the morning.
Right, I'll try the tea then.
Eggs, slab bacon, tea.
All right. I shall return directly with your tea. And she goes off. A few minutes later, she's carrying 3 tankards of strangely thick black liquid.
Oh, that sounds appetizing.
And she says, I'll be right back with your food.
I'm gonna take a gentle sip.
It's like mixing, the bottles of liquid yogurt they've got. It's like mixing one of those with an energy drink.
No, I don't know what that is, but
I don't want to know what that is.
Well,
energy drink I've ever heard of, but not bottled yogurt.
Well, yeah.
Like kefir or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Except it's got a jolt of caffeine like you've never had before.
Okay.
You are definitely awake if you weren't before.
Oh my God. Okay. We'll take a couple of sips and just kind of put the tankard back.
Suddenly, you have, oddly enough, the energy to do things all of a sudden.
I'm going down.
Well, that's interesting. Orcs drink this all day, huh?
Yeah, you're thinking, fact, you're thinking of asking if they have some sort of container that you can take the rest of it with you. A few minutes later, she comes back with uh, the two of you, your eggs and stuff. And then she brings out two platters and sets them in front of LaFall with, um, she's like, I assumed you wanted orc size. So there's like, on one plate, there's two eggs stacked, and on the other plate, there's this large chunk of bacon like stuff. You're not really sure if it is bacon. In fact, you're not really sure what it is.
Wow.
It,
Okay.
it just looks like a large hunk of meat on a plate with your tankard of tea next to it. She's like, if you guys need anything else, let me know. And she walks back over to the bar.
Boy, this is going to be a really great day.
Oh, shut up.
Do we
So,
have a bard around that we can get singing? Our friend here needs to pick me up.
I am a bard.
But you need to pick me up.
No, I need my headache to go away.
well,
His tea will do it.
I sort of smell it. I don't know.
yeah, but at the same time, you've never seen Korai quite so energetic before. So,
I'll try it.
you take a sip. Your head still hurts, but now you're more awake than you've been in 2 days.
I guess that's a plus. Maybe. I don't know.
Like now
Better.
you realize just how much your head hurts.
Yeah.
But the eggs are good. You just wonder what in the world laid an egg the size of a dinner plate. And you hope it doesn't want them back.
I hope not.
And the rest of breakfast goes by fairly quickly. Uh, LaFall, you've decided that whatever this bacon-like substance is, that it's pretty tasty, and you hope you can order it again sometime.
Okay.
And what do you think of your tankard of black tea after seeing what it does to the two of them?
Drink.
You are definitely awake if you weren't before now. Fact, you're thinking of going upstairs and giving it to the two of your group that are passed out to see if
I
it'll
would, yes, but
wake them up. The one
Better just
positive
love this
thing
stuff.
is it's whatever was storming last night, it seems to have passed overnight. It's slightly breezy, but very sunny outside. It's,
okay.
a, it's actually a good day to travel.
Yep. We gotta get going.
Yeah, might as well bring those two down and stick them in the wagon. You want to go get the wagon and bring it round before?
Yep, I'll go get it.
Okay, Korai and I'll carry them down then, I guess.
Okay, all right, let's go for it.
Yeah, what you said.
Oh, it'll be fine.
You've never seen Korai so bouncy in the entire time you've been traveling with him.
Guess it's sort of a nice change from your rather remorse, your rather morose self, I guess. Don't take that the wrong way.
Oh no, we're still gonna die. We're just gonna be happy.
Right. Okay. I sort of look at the phone like, you think this stuff's gonna wear off anytime soon? Because it's beginning to scare me a little. Although I suppose I could write a song about all of it.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a lot.
Hey, you could write it when Jenks wakes up. He could play it for you,
On his boot.
or at least try to play it for you.
Yeah, Jinx and I ought to have a jam sometime.
Yeah. That's when Fort Tankard Vale might be useful in the end. Uh, so you to carry your two unconscious companions downstairs, and
We try at
LaFall,
least.
you go and get the wagon. But when you get to where the livery stable was, it isn't anymore.
Ah, there it is.
Oh. And I'm assuming our horses and cart aren't anymore either.
Uh, actually, uh, to your relief, Your horses and your wagon are tied to a nearby tree,
Okay.
and the lady that took your horses overnight steps out of a small house next to the tree. Says, I knew the livery was gonna go last night. Um, so I tied your horses and wagon to this tree so it wouldn't take them too.
Appreciate that very
So
much.
Yeah. Well, just means I gotta rebuild everything again.
Hopefully, it won't take you too long.
So we get a lot of storms like that here. So I'm sort of used to it. But she walks over and unties the horses and hands the reins to you.
Okay. Take the
They
reins.
see they seem to have made it through okay.
Yeah, they were sturdy horses.
Good luck wherever you're headed.
Thank you.
She heads back inside the house.
Take the reins, take the horses, get the wagon hitched, and then back to the inn.
You pull, it doesn't take you very long, and you pull up to the front door and jump down and walk into the inn. You see your two companions, each holding one of your other two companions. And so you load the two of them in, you
Yep.
tie them down,
yeah, they like it.
and, and the three of you climb in the wagon. Who's gonna drive this time?
Well, it's between them two.
Yeah,
Why don't you take a turn at it, Korai?
Okay.
because
Anywhere in my resume did it say that I knew how to drive a cart?
I don't think anywhere in any of your resumes it said anything about that.
I don't even like horse. Fine.
Well, Kenneth's resume said, yes, she did it.
Yes, I've driven horses before, but I did it all day yesterday.
Yeah. No.
You know the worst part about driving. You know the worst part about this is they just ate, so I'll bet they'll be passing gas all day.
More reason for you to be driving them right now.
Thanks. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm feeling a little bit worse about our day.
So you guys take off, and you're still headed. After you get out of the village gate, you're continuing to head southeast toward, or southwest toward the open lands.
Well, turns out it's not that hard.
No. Oh. First 4 hours up to lunch pass fairly uneventfully. Jinx wriggled around a bit, but that's about it. You guys gonna stop for lunch or keep going?
I say keep going.
Might as well.
Still feel pretty good. I think we can keep going. Are we stopping or are we going?
Well, you guys keep going. Around 3 in the afternoon or so, midday. I need all three of you to make me a perception check.
21.
14.
$18.
All three of you, although it's a bit far away for you to make out details, you see something off in the distance that looks like it's a good 20 feet or more in the air. And it seems like it's coming toward you.
Hey, everybody sees this, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see it.
Not sure what it is, but I see it.
Well, how about our resident flying expert?
Resident flying expert is sound asleep.
The fall decided to take a nap, did you?
That
No,
was talked about.
Or
I was
what?
talking about the other one.
Nobody knows what it is. Maybe we should go away from it.
As you get closer to it, you are hit by an almost debilitating odor.
Oh, the horses
In,
again, huh?
in, in fact, I need a con check from all three of you.
18.
And that's a 20.
14.
You're all able to stay up, but you definitely get the sense that whatever this thing is emanating something that's definitely toxic.
Okay.
and it is continuing to come towards you.
So, what better, since it's moved, gotten closer, what does it look like?
Uh, has LaFall ever seen uh, well, now that it's getting closer, it's not quite 20 feet tall. Um, that was a trick of distance. But as you see it, it is a good 10 to 12 feet tall. Has LaFall ever encountered an ogre before?
Yeah.
Well, this is an ogre that's, or ogre-like creature that's 10 to 12 feet tall and emanating a toxic substance.
Lovely.
Oh, goody.
I'm not overly fond of ogres, having spent 2 years of my life being captive to a band of them. So,
So you're suggesting we steer clear of the thing.
yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try and do my best to. We're going to turn the. Oh, I can't think straight. Ugh. We're going to turn the wagon to try and avoid it if we can.
Okay. So you're gonna veer to a different direction and just try to
Veer to the right, yeah.
drive past it, basically. Um,
Well, stay out of arms, stay out of Nose's reach, I guess.
as you get closer to it, LaFall, you notice that it looks something like an ogre, but not quite.
Okay.
In fact, it looks like an ogre that's been stitched together.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever created this thing took an ogre and made a golem out of it, and it's what, 3 feet taller than the biggest ogre you've ever seen.
Okay, so is it moving, since we're veering to go around it, is it moving over towards us?
It is, but it's moving. Being a golem, it's moving at a much slower pace than your wagon is.
All right, Korai, pick up the pace a little. Let's see if we can't get some distance and see what this thing does?
You think it was already doing?
Pick up the pace more. And let's
I
get
don't.
by this to see if it turns to come after us.
Okay, well, how do you say "go faster" or "we're all dead" in horse?
Whip it with whip their asses with the reins.
Yeah, that's basically how you do it.
Given what I do at Second Life, that's an ironic statement.
So,
Okay, well, we're going as fast as we can go. Make them
so
go
the
any faster, they'll blow up.
so the horses are at a full gallop. The wagon's rattling like crazy. Your supplies are going from side to side.
No, I just secured all that. I didn't undo the ropes from last night.
Okay. Which
Ooh.
is good because you would have barrels of stuff landing on Nala and Jinx at this point.
Yep.
Uh, you are able to get around it, but as you come closer to it, I need you guys to give me another constitution check.
Another natural 20.
6.
You got an 11.
Lafal is fine. Korai is barely able to keep a hold of the reins, and Nala and Kenna just slumps over where she's sitting.
Okay. Yeah, that's how I feel.
Basically, yeah.
I don't know what this thing is throwing out, but this is not going to work.
The quicker
No.
we get away from it, the better off we'll be.
I don't
So
know how much.
you charge past it, but it does slowly turn around and keep. I want to say keep following you, but you're outpacing it at this point, so it's falling behind.
Can you do anything
Well,
for Kenna?
just secure Kenna in her seat.
We're
It's
just going to
good.
keep going as best we can.
It's good that you guys bought a lot of rope. uh, Korai, give me a perception check.
Vision or not.
Yeah.
That is. Oh, no, it's a disadvantage. 21.
As you look up from the horses, um, you see basically a green lake with a waterfall and greenish yellow mist.
Okay.
In fact, Um, give me a strength roll to see if you can stop the wagon before the horses go plummeting into this lake.
Oh, did you hear me, or are you thinking about it?
I didn't hear you.
Oh,
That'll do it. But you have to pull back with all the strength you've got. And you've just come up on Half Cliff Swamp. And to your left is an area that is solid fog. You can't see through it.
Okay, well, we need to wait, Kenna. This is where she has to lead us from. So, tap, 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 slap, slap.
At this point, Kenna, you are barely conscious.
didn't bring any of that ogre coffee with us, did we?
Then you slowly open your eyes and look ahead of you, and you see a place that you had hoped you'd never see again. Although the first time you came in from the opposite side, so you didn't have to go through the swamp. This time you have to go through. You came in on the swamp side, so but you see the wall of fog to your left, and that can only be one place. Give me a intelligence check.
Me or all of us?
You
Okay.
in particular.
Okay. 12.
You take a couple of deep breaths, shudder a couple of times, and are barely able to hold it together given what you went through in this place. Given that your mother almost died here.
Oh,
And that's where we're going to end game for the night. So, hope you guys had fun.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We didn't make sure we brought Jinx's boot along with us, right?
Say what now?
We brought Jinx's boot along with us, right?
Yeah. And the great thing about the next game is I have it already set up.
That's either a good thing or a bad thing, depending on what you have set up.
Well, let's see. It's bad because he gets 2 weeks to think about it.
2 weeks to think if I want to add anything else.
He gets 2 weeks to plot.
Yeah.
Great.
And it gives me 2 weeks of thinking other ways to us forgo combat without so we don't get killed.
Were we supposed to fight the ogre? Is that the point?
No. Um, the ogre golem was something created by whatever lives in the swamp. And it's sort of a guardian of the swamp. If it had gotten to you, you would have had to fight it, but it didn't. Of
Well,
course, if you would have all failed your con rolls from the toxic gas it was giving off, and you all passed out, that had been another thing altogether.
it's a little freaky. Okay.
So, uh, it's like how they make a dragon lich. A dragon has to go through a ceremony, and then come back as a dragon lich. Well, that's what they did to this ogre. They killed it, cut it apart, sewed it back together, that sort of thing.
Good to
So,
know.
except when it was a golem, it's now controllable, where an ogre wouldn't be. But um, for those of you that'll end up seeing this later on YouTube, follow all of our social media. We're on Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and all of that. And if you are the podcast type, we're on Spotify and iHeart. And think I'm going to upload us to Podbean tomorrow. But, so, and this should come, the video should come out on YouTube probably tomorrow, late tomorrow sometime. So, then you can follow the exploits of this group and see whether they make it out of the swamp and the open land alive.
Hope we do.
Me too.
Yeah.
There's no hoping about it. We will.
And
You've got me on your side.
and
Oh, well,
for
that's it. We're screwed.
and for those
Hey, I'm
of
not non-Arya.
and for those of you out there who remember the original trip into the open lands, that was the episode where they rescued our player Josh, that played with us for a while. That was his first episode because he was trapped there when they got there. So, a little bit of nostalgia. But Well, anyway, I hope you guys had fun and are looking forward to what happens next time.
Yes,
And
very much so.
and for those of you who are our vampire fans, next week is Vampire. It's been a while since we played that, so we'll have to see what happens there. Check the description for Robin's books. And also, our Discord is in the description. Come chat with us there. Leave comments on the YouTube videos. We'll be happy to answer questions. And I think that's all I have at the moment. So,
See you next time.
See ya.
bye.
Bye, Candios.